4, 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to day 9. In light, in mind. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. That word gets used so much of the time. When you reach enlightenment. So bring awareness to the word. The fact that it is a word. And with that word, there then is a definition. And the word enlightenment, the description from most people, each description will change. And if we simplify life down to the words, in light, in mind, and we're going to use this as an allegory inside the body. So coming back to the castle, the gatekeepers of the mind, the disciples of the mind, and we're rebuilding the castle, a complete upgrade of the castle, a mastery of the castle, knowing it inside out, inside the mind. And if we look at the mind as that choice, the dark and the light, ego and soul, we then see the importance of the ego. Because as the gatekeeper, that is the ego, protecting the soul, standing on that truth. So the mind, the yin and the yang. And with the mind, we bring awareness to our thoughts, words, and actions. Gatekeeper of the mind. And why is this important? Because our mind is so powerful. Infinite possibilities. It's only when we're made aware of what we're capable of, when we are shared experiences from others, and it just touches your soul. You're curious. And when they speak the truth, you want to see what it's all about. And then you put that into practice. And in some occasions it turns into a knowing, in a flash. It's as simple as that. That is the truth in one conversation, one idea, one defining moment. So the mind, the protector, the gatekeeper. And knowing that we are in control of what comes into our castle, into the temple. We take ownership. We become the judge. We stand on that as a truth. The power of the mind. So if we look at the outside of the mind, the outside of the castle, the gatekeepers, the protectors, the bouncers, keeping out anything that does not serve. And that's the left brain. So when we flip it to right brain, so imagine now inside the castle, the inner walls of the castle, the membrain, the members of the brain. And when we use the right brain, the creation from within, the imagination from the mind, what is that? Creation. What is creation? Flow. What is flow? The soul. When we're at the soul, we co-create. With who? The Creator. Father, Son. Your soul is the sun, and your sun is the self. Soul, sun, self. All in the words, all in plain sight. We play the roles. The body, the mind, and the soul. If our soul is the truth, flow, creation, imagination, in magic of the body, and our mind is capable of all those things. Soul set the mind. Mind dances, stimulates the body. The feelings inside the body. So if there's infinite possibilities of the mind, then we bring awareness to our imagination. So we're going to now play around with the capabilities of the mind. And that discipline allows us to have a foundation, a knowing and a platform to work from. And it's being able to have faith in that truth. Because when you go in the inner castle, it's a different world. Your soul is the truth. And my words are the mind. The noise converted to a sound, converted to a meaning, to understand. So we're going to close the eyes and go within. This is the right side of the mind, right brain. So think of a brainstorm, a mind map, and imagine that it's freedom for the mind. Go with the feelings. Create with the mind. So closing your eyes. Bring yourself to this moment. Just one breath. The creative side of the mind. The truth of the mind. The capabilities of the mind. So as the gatekeeper to the castle, you know the rules, the do's and the don'ts. Anything that does not serve you, you get to let that go. In the inner castle, you're allowed to relax, to let go, to express from the soul. And it's only the ego that gets in the way. It brings more attention to the others instead of focusing on ourselves. So in the castle, you're allowing the mind now to create, to do what it does best, the imagination. And we're going to view the right brain. So remember, all creation is God's creation. All creation is from the soul. Your soul is the truth. Truth is the flow. Poetry for the mind. Freedom for the mind. Passion with that creation. And excitement of that anticipation. the creative mind. And in that creation, you go beyond the imagination. Limitless. Everything and anything. Infinite possibilities. A masterful creation. Soul, mind, body. The activity of the mind. Colours from the mind. The colours from the soul. Randomness. Expansiveness. Different perspectives of the mind. Perspectives of the mind. Light of the mind. So become the observer of the whole mind. From left to right. From dark to light. The activity of the mind. Become aware of that feeling. A bird's eye view of that feeling. Take your attention to your heart center. Bring awareness to this feeling. Creation of the mind is magic inside the body. The imagination. Bring awareness to the feeling inside the body. Everything feels all right. Everything is just right. Creation is the soul. Soul is experienced inside the body. Feelings of the body represent the state of the mind. A state of bliss, a blissful state. So meditation is the soul, a spiritual being, the spirit. You are the soul. So in these meditations, this is your truth. Everything is the soul. So when you guardian of your mind, the castle, the gatekeepers to the in and to the out. Once you secure that, all you've got then is creation. Imagination. When there's a will, there's a way. The will is your soul, and the way is your mind. Always use the mind. There is always a way. Light finds the way. Trust in your soul. Trust in your feelings. And those feelings are created by the mind. Always stimulate the mind. So as you're in your awakened state, bring awareness to all the creativity that takes place in your day. From the humming to oneself, to that dance, to that skip, to that giggle to yourself. All creation from the mind. Creation is the flow. Mind is out the way. Soul sets in the mind. So you're going to bring your attention back to the heart center. And if you bring awareness to the mind, the lights rise from your body to light up the mind. And if you bring your attention to your higher self, the soul, alignment with the body, soul, mind, body. Just one breath. When you go into creation, there becomes no meaning. Your soul knows the meaning. Too complicated for the mind. So what is to be is meant to be. And bring awareness back to the feeling. So randomness, playfulness are all expressions of the mind. Your soul goes beyond meaning. Yet when you bring your awareness to the feelings, you know you've been the soul. Because you know that feeling. So that energy in the body, blending the energy with the divine. The imagination comes from the soul. The alchemy of the mind. So slowly open your eyes. The choice of the mind. Creation for the soul. You always have that choice. Finding the creation in all things. The appreciation to life. The appreciation to the mind. Remember. Always remember the power of your mind. The disciples of the mind. If you bring awareness to these disciplines, have the experience so it becomes a knowing, then your pillars, your foundations are so set in stone that you can really let go and take the leap of faith, trusting in your soul, because you know that you always can now return in just one breath. That is a knowing that allows us to take risks, to live large, to experience the higher self. So as any opportunities, creativity. Meditation is the creation. And those feelings we get to express, put into words, put into a dance, put into a play. A way of sharing our truth. The way to become the observer. And when you appreciate the level of creativity and then see the benefits it takes place on our health, our happiness, our body, we then get to master that masterpiece inside the body. Mastering peace from the soul. So a bit of a random one today. But random is the soul. If you stay with the feelings in this moment, that was the truth. That was that feeling. So thank you so much, everyone. Tomorrow we'll be coming on to the ego and bringing awareness of the awareness, a new level of observing. And once we become more aware of ego in all its shapes and forms, the more clear you are on your choices, your confidence, your clarity, always in control. So see you all tomorrow.